guys, so I tried making this a sit down video, but it just didn't feel right and I couldn't film it, and I just got back from the doctor's office right now and I put a comfy robe on, so it feels like the right time to do this video. Last year was the 1-year anniversary of the worst surgery in my entire life. It took over an entire day and it was just a mess. It was a shit show, if I'm quite honest with you, and I didn't even think about like the repercussions and the recovery process because I've had surgeries before and I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. And it went really well, and the fact that I would be dead right now if I didn't have it. So I'm grateful to be alive, but it was just really hard in the sense that I'm still not fully recovered. Like, you are fully recovered at the 1-year mark, but I still have surgical site pain and all this other stuff that I didn't even think about. And 2020 has been a terrible year. It's probably been one of the worst years of my life, but it's probably been like the worst year of a lot of people's lives because of the pandemic and because so many terrible things happened this year. We're just gonna reflect on it a little bit, and I think that the really cool thing about 2020 being like a shit show of a year is that everybody got to experience like one of the worst years of their life together. So it's kind of like a common human experience, because if all the things that had happened to me in 2020 had happened in 2019, it would have been less relatable, I feel like, because everybody went through terrible things in 2020. I remember on Christmas Day last year, I actually didn't film a video and upload one on December 25th. So I almost did vlogmas. I just couldn't because on Christmas I literally passed out because I just couldn't sit at the dinner table for a long time. I just couldn't do it. My back was like actually killing me and it was just terrible. I was in a brace. I should have taken the semester off, but I was like, no, I want to go back to school. I love school. So I fast-tracked physical therapy, and people are usually on bed rest for 6 months after they go through the same surgery that I did, but I decided to expedite everything and I was in physical therapy not even a month later. I was, you know, walking, and I went back to school, and it was so hard. I remember walking a mile for a sorority event and I almost like actually passed out. I definitely pushed myself to the limit, and I'm glad I did because I recovered a lot faster than I would have otherwise, but it was just really hard for recovery, and it's hard to still wake up and feel pain and like comprehend that it's from something that was over a year ago now. So it's been crazy. Obviously with the pandemic, it's just been really lonely. I'm really lucky that I got to go back to school, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people are unemployed, dealing with the loss. I actually lost my dog of 11 years in March, and I'm still not over it. I still sometimes cry myself to sleep just because it was a terrible situation. Losing a pet is one of the worst things ever. I think losing a pet during the pandemic and losing a pet in a horrible way is way worse. I didn't even like get to say goodbye to my dog, which was really hard. I'm not gonna go into it because I'm just gonna start like sobbing, but like not having him through quarantine months was just ridiculously hard, and coming back to this house after college, it has been really hard because I've been like reliving the trauma all over again, and it's just losing a pet is the worst thing in the entire world. So that's a big thing that I've been dealing with. I really did consider him one of my best friends, if not like my best friend. I told my dog literally everything, and it sounds dumb, but it's not. And he was there with me through literally everything, like all of my surgeries, all of the, I don't know, just like literally everything I've been through. And I got him when I was in 2nd grade and I lost him when I was in college. It's just been really hard because he really was there with me through everything. And all the noise that you hear in the background is my new dog Comet, which I got in 2020. I actually had my name down on a list to get a poodle before we lost Maverick, my previous dog, and so I got him on my birthday this year, and he is a rambunctious little crazy poodle. So lucky to have him in my life, because if I didn't have him I would be bawling all day. And he is by no means a replacement dog. Of course not. Like, he's completely different. But I'm just glad that I have, you know, a companion again. I'm very blessed. I'm okay, and my family's okay, and that's really important to me. And I think if anything, this year had taught me that I have to do what I want to do and not hold back for anything. So I've been making a lot of really interesting decisions and decisions that feel right about my life, and I think I'm a lot more confident in that now, just because I know like how fragile life is and how uncertain everything is, and you can be on such a certain path and still fail. So why not just do something that you love doing? So I'm officially a theater minor, which is where this whole speech was leading up to. My freshman year of college, I was placed in a random theater class, and I have never looked back, and I always wanted to be a minor, and I really always wanted to dive deeper into it, but I just felt like it was dumb and I should just be a business minor. That was my original plan because I'm good at it and it's gonna be a more solid plan in my life. But just going through a bunch of hard stuff and like not even knowing if I'll be around much longer, because that's a real thing that I've dealt with. It just felt right because I love doing it and I could cast. It's the best feeling ever to do something that you love doing and to put work into it and to see it paying off by like getting roles and stuff like that. It's like really amazing and I love it. Another big thing that happened in my life is that I am an RA. I'm employed. Definitely I could make a whole nother video about that. It has been great. I love working. I love getting paid. I don't know if I'll be able to continue because I want to do theater and I really want to devote all my time to that, and you can't really do that if you are an RA. And another big thing is that I am on the executive board of my sorority, and I just feel so grateful to even be like considered and to be voted in. It's just amazing, and I can't wait to do all the things that I want to do. And overall, it's been a really, really good year, really hard year. So much grief. I think way more grief than I've ever had to deal with in my entire life, and it's been hard. Lucky to be here. I'm lucky that I had my doctor's appointment and he said that everything looks good, everything looks okay and stable, and I just feel really blessed. So that is my 1-year surgery update, my surgeversary, if you will. This video was really chaotic because my dog is running around everywhere, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!